Hello everyone, I am Punyakeerthi BL. Welcome to my Python for Generative AI learning series. In this series, we are focusing on Python basics that will help us to build a strong foundation for implementing generative AI concepts. So let's dive in and start today's session. So today's topic is Python dictionaries, advanced operations and methods. It is an essential tips for AML projects. So let's start with some introduction. In this lesson, we will explore some advanced operations you can perform on Python dictionaries. These tools are especially useful when working with large datasets or complex structures, such as those in AI and machine learning projects. By the end, you will understand how to copy, update, reset, and inspect dictionaries efficiently, making your code cleaner and easier to manage. Let's start with first topic called assignment versus copying. So let's understand the concept. When you assign one dictionary to another in Python, it does not create a new dictionary. Instead, both variables point to the same dictionary in the memory. This means changes in one will affect the other. Oh, what it is? Let's understand with some examples. So I will take this code, but we'll understand by with multiple codes. So I have model params. This is a set. So what I will do, model params. So I will comment this one. So model params, what we will do, we will print uh, model params values. So this is our code. I will use f string. So I will take this model params and I'm printing. This is done. Now what I will do, address of model params, address of model params. Why? Because we can see the executive or what is the address of model params. Each time what it will do, you can see id of model params. Now it is added. So when I run, so model params values are activation relu, and address of model param will be, this is the number. So last number is 96964. So what I will do, I will assign shared memory, shared params. So shared params is a set, or sorry, is shared params is a dictionary which is assigned the values of model params. So we'll understand that one as well. Shared params, address of shared params. We will take this, we will take this. So when I run this, now you are able to see model params, it has values. Address of model params is last number, we can understand 8768. Shared params value, activation value, so that is also 8768. So by this we can understand, when you assign a model params or a dictionary to another dictionary, the memory will be remains same. So it will not change the memory or creating the new memory. So what happens if I change model params? So activation sigmoid. So I added a new key. Then what I will do, I will print shared params. Okay. So when I do this, when I run this, we are able to see. So activation sigmoid, address of shared is sigmoid, and it is printed shared params. So because of this, what happened? Shared params also affected. Activation sigmoid is added. So if you modify something, it will affect on another dictionary. That is what we understand this example. So here updating model params also changed shared params because they refer to the same dictionary. Solution for this is to create an independent copy using the dot copy method. Okay, so how to do that? So what I will do, let's create like this. Save params is equal to model params dot copy. Now I will update model params layers is equal to 48. So when I print save params, so save params contains only activation sigmoid. So save params contains only this one. So what we will do, to make you people to understand, we'll take this print model params. We'll take this and we'll print model params, and then save params anyway we are printing. So model params, which is activation sigmoid and layer 648. but activation segment layers 48. Okay, it is same, it is available. So if you change this model params layers is equal to 48, that is already changed. So what I will do, I will make it as 49 now. So when I add this one, so it became 49. Now it is 48 because it is not updated because we used copy. Now changes in model params do not affect save params because dot copy we created. It will create a different memory and copy that value. That's why it is unchanged. Let's go with next topic called updating dictionaries. The dot update method allows you to merge dictionaries. This is useful when combining configurations or adding new settings to an existing dictionary. Okay, let's understand with some example. So first we'll understand what is the dictionary we have. Basic config has dictionary with these values. So version config has this values. Okay, now I need to update basic config dot update version config. Okay, before what is the value will be there in base config. After what we will get, we can see this basic config. So now what we will do, before we are doing this one, and when we merge this basic config with version config, the output will be different. Before it is batch size and epoches are there. Now we have learning rate and units. It is merged with the version config. So what happened? This method modifies the original dictionary by adding or replacing keys from the second dictionary. So this we learned. Go with next topic, that is clearing a dictionary. The dot clear method removes all key value pairs from dictionary, and we need to use this cautiously, especially if multiple variables refer to the same dictionary. This is very simple one. So already we have model params. Before doing model params, what we can do, model params values we have can print. After that we can clear, then we are printing model clears. So before it, the values are this one. Once it is cleared, all these values are removed, empty dictionary is available. If the other variables are pointing to model params, they will also be cleared. So next one is accessing keys, values and items. Python dictionaries provide three useful methods for inspection. One is keys, another one is dot values and items. They return a view of dictionary which updates automatically when the dictionary changes. Dot keys returns all keys. Dot values return all values. Dot items returns key value pairs as tuples, useful for iteration. Okay, let's take this example through iteration, how to handle this one. So base config items, base config is this one. So we already have this base config. When I run, so we're able to get key as batch size value 32. Key purchase all the values we have printed. Okay, this is loop. So use cases when we are going to use dot keys is handy for checking or processing specific parameters. Dot values helps us when you need only the values for calculations. So when we loop this one, we can get this one. So now I want to print only the keys of batch config dictionary, batch config dot keys. Let's see what happens. We got all the keys, batch size, epoch and all. Now what I want to print, values, batch config values, only values we will get. Okay, so anyway key value pair we are getting using the items, that is different story, already we learned. So these all we learned with the use cases. Next, checking for keys, values and key value pairs. The in operator can check if a key value or key value pair exists in a dictionary. This will help us to search the data inside the dictionary very fast. So these are the examples we have, we can take and we can understand what all we can do. So first one is like print learner rate in base config. So whether it is exist, base config contains these already we have base config we cleared, or something we can do, whatever we can do, base config will take this one and we can create and then we can search all this. Okay, so batch size it is there, so learning rate it is not there, it will be fast. Batch size it is there, it will be true. So 32 in base config dot values, 32 it is available, so it will be true. So batch size 32 in base config items, if it is available then it will be true. So how it will be there, in false and all true. These are the values how we are handling. In operator will help us to search the values on the basis of values, on the basis of items, on the basis of key value pair also we can check that. Okay, so this is useful for validation or conditional operations on dictionary data. So this much we learned. Let's wrap up. So in this lesson we learned how to understand the difference between assignment and copying dictionaries. Merge dictionaries with update. Reset dictionaries using .clear method. Access dictionary keys, values, and items for inspection. Check for presence of keys, values, and key value pairs using the in operator. These methods give you better control and flexibility when working with Python dictionaries in your projects. So, what is the summary we learned? Assignment does not copy dictionaries. Use dot copy method for independent copies. Dot update merges dictionaries efficiently. Dot clear empties a dictionary completely. Dot keys, dot values, dot items method helps inspect contents. In lets you check if a key, value, or pair exists. With these tools, managing complex dictionary in Python becomes much easier and more reliable. So, thank you for watching today's session. This is part of Python for Generative AI learning series. If you found this helpful, please subscribe to my channel for more videos. Also, feel free to connect with me on LinkedIn. The link is in description. See you in the next session. Thank you very much.